Hey everybody, welcome to Chem 127. Uh, this is the video where I just kind of introduce you guys to me and let you know me a little bit. I'm going to, below a little bit in the lesson, ask you to fill out a course survey, sort of like this one, and usually if I'm in an actual classroom, I'll kind of talk through mine while people are filling that out, just to kind of, so we get to know each other a little bit, although you're going to see a lot of me and I won't know you guys if I bump into you at the mall or something. But this is just a little bit about me and what my deal is. I'm Dr. Jim Phillips. Students have been calling me Dr. Jim forever. That's perfectly okay. Uh, uh, you know, just finished my 16th year at UW Eau Claire. It doesn't seem like that long. I'm mainly a chemist. Obviously, I teach chemistry, although I dabbled in a career in atmospheric sciences before I decided to follow Plan A, which was to go back to a four-year college and teach. Grew up in the Twin Cities. If you're from Minnesota, you don't like too many people from Medina, and well, I'm with you on that one, to be perfectly honest. But that's where I grew up. I have a BA in chemistry and a minor in music from Middlebury College. Did undergraduate research with this crazy, energetic woman named Sun-Hee Choi. Went back home, got my doctorate degree at the University of Minnesota with this little guy named Ken Leopold, and did what's called a postdoc. That's kind of like a residency for a PhD scientist with a woman named Veronica Vaida out at the University of Colorado and the National Center for Atmospheric Research. I'm often proud to say that two of my research mentors through my training were female, and in my field, at least in that day and age, in the 20th century when I went through my training, was rather unusual. And I think that's pretty cool. What do I like to do? I'm kind of a claustrophobe, so I like to spend a lot of time outside. I don't get out as fishing and hunting and paddling or camping as much as I used to. So I try to do as much yard work and gardening as I can, and I walk my dog a lot. My dog's here somewhere. Nina? Doggy? Nina? Nina? All right, I'm going to have to go get her. Okay, I went and got her. And I got some treats so that I can get you on camera. Come here, Nina. Okay, this is my best friend. She's a 10-year-old basset hound named Nina. All right, I'm picking you up, Dover. Here she is. That's the doggy. You'll see us on the bike trail a lot, although we don't spend as much time down there as we used to. Or at races. She kind of likes races. That's kind of her hangout. She's got a little bit of a following down there. That's my deal. The other thing I spend a fair amount of time with is I'm an amateur musician. It says acoustic guitar and bass, but about a year ago I bought this. Oh, got to take the pick out of the strings. Back in my college years, I used to play electric guitar, and I'm starting that up again because, hey, you only live once, right? What other kind of stuff do I like? In terms of pop culture or media and the like, I'm sort of an old hippie, so I like classic rock and this kind of stuff, and blues, TV shows and movies. I like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Men in Black, basic nerd kind of stuff. Why am I taking the course? I'm taking the course because I do this for work and I get paid and I pay my mortgage. But I think this is an awesome class. It's fun for me because usually if you're a chemist, you don't get to sort of write a course and kind of make up your own story through some things and bring a bunch of things together. If you're in the humanities, that's kind of what you do. I mean, you take a literature class and you grab that and that and that and put this together. There's no standard chemistry curriculum out there on global climate change, let alone a lot of stuff that reaches out to all the other disciplines and brings the economics and the politics and the ethics and all the human stuff together. I'm kind of a liberal artsy guy. So for me, this is a really fun class to teach. It really sort of conveys how my disciplinary knowledge really contributes to some understanding of some critically important stuff in the world and how Mother Nature works and how we might be able to put that knowledge to work to make the world a better place and live a little longer before we destroy the joint. That and I just love teaching non-chemistry majors. I mean, to sort of show, again, the sort of liberal arts student how a chemist thinks and the way we look at the world, I think is a lot of fun. And I appreciate a lot of the perspective that people from outside Phillips Hall bring to the class. So that's a real treat for me, and I appreciate it. Previous math and science courses obviously had a lot. Let me sort of poke fun at the credentialing that goes on and this issue of global climate change is that, usually when somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes and lie to you about what's going on with the climate, as soon as they say, oh, so-and-so from Harvard or so-and-so from MIT said this, so therefore you must believe them regardless of who is lining their pocket with what to say what they're saying. So I could sit here and say I was a NOAA postdoctoral fellow in climate and global change, which was a kind of a prestigious thing, but I didn't walk in the footsteps of a lot of the people that went through that program and become a real climate scientist. I'm really a chemistry teacher who has a certain background in the atmospheric sciences, and when this issue sort of swelled up over the last 15 years, I took the time to learn about it, and I do have some expertise in the area. But I wouldn't go on to, say, the Real Climate blog and tell everybody that I knew more than the people that are out there modeling it or something like that. So I guess I'm having a reasonable approach to it. But, there's plenty of people with a background in economics or political science or less than that saying they are experts in the issue. So I'm trying not to be one of them. What concerns me? I think global warming is a potentially serious problem that we have to deal with. And I'll apologize now for having my generation sit on their hands and pass it on to yours. Ozone depletion is what really got me into the atmospheric sciences. It was a big problem, say, when I was in college, but it's a legislatively solved problem. We'll confront this when we get to it. It's still going to take the stratosphere 50 years to heal from all the chlorine we put in it. But we've made all the rules that are going to do that, and as long as we stick by the rules we've made and wait patiently 50 years and don't start using chlorofluorocarbons or make up some dangerous compound to put up there, we're going to be okay. I think there's too many people, but we keep making people, and who's to say we can't tell people they can't make people? Urban sprawl, I guess, is the other problem I put down, just because I think we're chewing up landscape, and I would rather have countryside to hike and hunt pheasants on than strip malls to buy crap in that I don't want, and that's just sort of my deal. So anyhow, welcome to the course. That's a little bit about me. Look forward to learning a little bit about you guys when you fill out your course surveys and post in the discussion board about what your deal is. And with that, I will say goodbye for now, and I'll see you a couple of links down, or you'll see me.